Hello there! Today I will be listing all of Piper McLean's abilities within all the books that she appears in. So that means I'll be using the Heroes of Olympus series and the Trials of Apollo series as reference. Yeah, that means there will be minor spoilers from those books, but it's really just spoilers for her abilities, so nothing really spoilery here. And the last thing to note is that if you've seen my other abilities videos, you will know that these are abilities that are only derived from the original source material. So sorry my lovely viewers, no fanfiction powers here. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that covers everything. This is gonna be fun. Let's get into this, shall we? Piper is a child of Aphrodite. You know, the love goddess. Now, what in the world kind of abilities does this give Piper? Well, she doesn't have anything flashy like striking lightning or creating hurricanes. Her actual power revolves around speaking. I know, it sounds more boring than watching paint dry, but trust me, it's actually pretty cool and pretty overpowered. So Piper's first ability is called Charmspeak. Now, what is Charmspeak? Charmspeak is an ability that allows for Piper to influence other people's decisions and emotions by putting Charmspeak into her voice. So what this means is that she can persuade people into doing whatever she tells them to do.
Drop your weapons!
It's okay that we're here.
It's okay that you're here.
It's good. Did she do that to us?
Now, I understand it sounds like brainwashing, but Charmspeak is more about persuasion. However, her power over persuading people is so powerful that sometimes it really can look like brainwashing. I mean, she's literally forced others to swear on the river Styx, and that's like the most sacred oath you can make. She is also immune to Charmspeak from others, in case you were wondering, and she can infuse Charmspeak within her singing. This allows her to use Charmspeak as a sort of AoE effect. However, the ability won't work well if, number 1, the individual she uses the power on isn't attracted to her. Number 2, the individual is a powerful being and has a natural resistance to the power. Number 3, the individual is aware of her using Charmspeak and is actively on guard against it. And number 4, the commands she speaks are counteracted with what the individual's intent is. Now of course, if those 4 rules are in favor towards her, then the power will work very well and it will take very little effort for her to cast the charm. Now, most monsters that Piper meets in the series almost always want to kill her, so she can't actively rely on those 4 rules to bank on her having successful charming. Because if she simply always tells them to, "Don't kill me," and all the monster wants to do is to kill her, it will be tiring for her, and it would be less effective with every attempt. So she has learned to work around this by figuring out what her enemy is desiring, and then using her Charmspeak to influence this decision, giving her a better and easier chance for the charm to be successful. However, if need be, Piper can force her own will onto others by making them agree with whatever she is telling them to do, even if they don't agree with it at all. It just takes a lot of effort. Now, you must be thinking, well, shucks, this power must not be too great because she has to read people to understand what they want. And if that's the case, then it must be really ineffective most of the time, since reading people is kinda difficult when in life or death situations. And she's kind of almost always in life or death situations. Well, my dear viewers, not quite. Her next ability helps her greatly with this task. Piper's next ability allows for her to have great insight when it comes to reading people, so I'm calling this power Emotional Read. What this power allows for her to do is that she can look at anyone's face and their body language and basically understand exactly what emotion they are feeling and what they are thinking. Now, of course, it's not like any kind of mind reading or anything, it's just a very advanced version of normally being able to read people. I mean, she was able to understand an entire silent conversation between 2 individuals she barely even knew, strictly based on the looks on their faces. So yeah, pretty overpowered. And if this ability is paired up with Charmspeak, an ability that thrives when understanding people's emotions by the way, then you got one heck of a psychologist over here, folks. Now her next ability is a very simple one. I'm calling it French Fluency. This power allows for Piper to speak and understand the French language without her ever needing to learn or study it. The reason for this is because French is known as being the language of love, so since her powers are derived from the goddess of love, this allows for Piper to just naturally understand French. Lucky her, I had to suffer through French class at school. Now, this ability is very interesting, and it might be the most insane power on this list. What is this ability, you are wondering? Well, I'm going to call it Love. Now, what does a power titled Love even mean or even do? Let me explain. Remember, Piper's abilities are emotional based. She uses her Charmspeak to persuade people's emotions, not brainwash them. So the idea is similar for this power. She has used the power of love to turn on a deactivated machine and ask it for help, just by putting her love for that machine into her Charmspeak. She also used the power of love to heat up her own skin and burn away ice magic just by thinking of her friends and thinking about how much she cared for them. Now, I know none of this makes sense. Welcome to my abilities videos, people. But this power is possible, and it works this way because it is explained that love is the most powerful force, and that it can conquer anything. So it takes that metaphorical idea behind love and makes it into a full-blown power for Piper. I mean, if she can turn on machines and heat up her skin just by using the love she has in her heart, then I wonder if she can summon nachos just by thinking about how much she loves nachos. I'm saying this while eating nachos, by the way. So these are all of Piper McLean's abilities. Not gonna lie, I went into this video kind of forgetting about these love powers and the complexity within her abilities, but I am thoroughly impressed with it all, and I hope I had reintroduced you to Piper's awesome abilities as I had done so to myself. As always, if you enjoyed, then please leave a like and subscribe for more of this content. If you want more in-depth character abilities, then please comment down below. So yeah, like always, stay awesome and thank you for watching.